Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm filming the 2021 Chevy Blazer with the RS package, but let's look at the front fascia of the Blazer. As you guys can see, this Blazer is aggressive, has an aggressive look to it because when Chevy redesigned the Blazer, they designed it around the Chevy Camaro. But looking at the headlight modules here, LED daytime run light sits, which is at the top. The actual headlight is going to be down here. It's going to be an LED projector bulb with an incandescent turn signal. There's no front parking sensors. I like the gloss black here in the front fascia. There's your RS badge, which is here with the blacked out Chevy bow tie there. My Tesla does have active grille shutters, so just in case that 3.6 liter V6 needs some cooling, the grille shutters were open to cool that 3.6 liter V6. My Tesla is painted in this bright blue metallic paint, which is $395. Honestly, blue is my favorite color, so I would option the blue in with the satin chrome here in the front fascia, also with the black accents. But making our way to the side profile here of the Blazer, these are a Michelin 235/55 tire here. They're wrapped in this 20-inch rim design. I like the silver with the alloy finish here. I like the multi-spoke rim design there. There's your Blazer badge, which is here on the door. An LED side marker here. My Tesla is missing the panoramic sunroof for additional option. There's even these gloss black roof rails here. But looking at the side profile here, there's this floating roof design there. But honestly, I like the side profile. The Blazer is one attractive looking SUV here. But making our way to the rear here of the Chevy Blazer, looking at these taillights, are going to be an LED combination with an incandescent turn signal, with an LED brake light, with an LED reverse light. There's your RS badge, which is here. Your Chevy bow tie, which is blacked out as well, with the blacked out Blazer badge there. There's this rear blade here to keep the rear window clean. There's this rear spoiler integrated in. There's this rear spoiler here. The third brake light lives up here as well. But making our way down here to the rear of the bumper is going to be rear parking sensors. I like the rear diffuser. There's going to be dual tip exhaust back here as well. If you remove this plastic piece here, Chevy says you can tow around 4,500 pounds. But open up the cargo back here. This is a power lift gate. With all seats folded up, you get 30.5 cubic feet of space. And to fold down the second row here, yes, and Chevy doesn't offer the Blazer with a 3-row, but to fold down the second row, just pull this little lever here. The seats will flop down, and Chevy says you get 64.2 cubic feet of space once you fold everything down. There's even these compartment cubbies here on both sides. There's even a 12-volt back here as well. Even a coat hanger there, a grocery bag holder. There's going to be LED lights back here for the cargo as well. And to lift up the low floor here, Chevy does give you a spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. So I'm sitting inside the interior of the 2021 Chevy Blazer RS. But to start up the Blazer, just put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button right here. As you guys can hear, that 3.6 liter V6 will come to life. The gauges will do a nice sweep. Chevy gives you this full LCD display here, front and center. You can also customize the screen by using this little rotary dial here to show you different things like your timer there, your speed, your trip computer, your range until empty, your oil life, your tire pressure and whatnot. So you can customize the screen to show you different things. You can also reset the screen. There is some analog gauges here for the RPM, also for the coolant temperature, your fuel gauge there as well. Nice leather wrap steering wheel here. I like the red stitching that my Tesla has. There's your turning signal stock, which is here. I like the red piping around the air vents here. The materials here are going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. I like the gloss black around the door handle. Here is aluminum door handle. There's your lock controls there. It is one touch up, one touch down only for the driver, but you can also one touch down for the rest of the windows. You can lock the windows from here just in case you had kids in the back that like to roll down the windows and throw items out the windows. You can lock it from here. I like the grab handle here with the red stitching as well. This does have adaptive cruise control with forward collision warning, a heated steering wheel button. I like the blacked out Chevy emblem here. Your voice controls are there. Your wind wiper stock is going to be right there. The upper part of the dashboard is going to be a nice leather stitching here, but back here is going to be a hard touch plastic. My Tesla has this 8-inch display here, which does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, an automatic start-stop button there. Your hazard switch and to start the vehicle is going to be right here. Dedicated buttons for home, sync, and track, and also a dedicated back button here. Even though this is a small 8-inch display, I like the resolution here. Is really fast and snappy. Going here to the GM head unit here. Like I mentioned, it's really fast and snappy as well. This does offer Wi-Fi hotspot as well. You can also get a subscription from GM, so if you wanted to have a lot of connectivity, I would recommend getting the wireless hotspot just in case you had a bunch of kids that like to connect their iPads and whatnot. It does have dual climate control here. There's a lot of hard buttons down here. This does have 3-level heated seats, not cool seats. We can tell that GM does offer cool seats. You might have to option that in. part of a cold weather package or a weather package or whatnot, you could definitely get the cool seats there. Your fan speeds are going to be here. You can also adjust the temperature in the air vent controls here. You can set it as a low or high. You can see it does show you what temperature it is. Putting the Blazer into reverse here, as you can see, my Tesla has a nice resolution camera here with trajectory, distance markers and whatnot. There's even a low mode here that you can put it in as well. Putting it back into park, there's your parking sensors, your lane keep assist. You also have your different drive modes selected here, which shows you a race mode. It does show you up here in the cluster here. It does also have a snow mode and also a tour mode. Once you start up, the car is always going to default to tour mode. The sport modes give this thing more of a nice growl. It tightens up the steering feel, the throttle response and whatnot. My Tesla is missing the all-wheel drive system, which is around $3,000. Honestly, I would recommend that if you stay in a cold weather state, or even if you stay in sunny South Florida, I would honestly recommend getting the all-wheel drive system, because with this thing feeding 300 plus horsepower to the wheels, the front wheels, you can constantly burn out your front tires if you were to launch this thing. But most people won't drive that aggressive. I'll show you guys that in the actual test drive. This is how you open up the glove box here. It's pretty big, it's damped, but it's not like with felt. This is for the traction control. A lot of people criticize GM for having the traction control here, but as you guys can see, I pressed that just fine to open up the glove box. There's more faux-like satin trim here. It's even softly padded here with some more stitching. The seats in here, they're comfortable. They hold you in place. They're really supportive. I like the red stitching and piping in the seats. I like this like red tint here that my Tester has. The center console here is nice and padded with more stitching. It does have a decent amount of storage in there. There's a USB, a USB-C, also a SD slot reader there with a 12-volt, a nice area here to rest your phone and whatnot. There's going to be 2 cup holders here. There's your RS emblem here on the actual shifter here. You can manually adjust your gears once you have this thing in a low mode. There's no paddle shifters here. There's just rocker panels for the volume controls, and on this side is for the sync and track. My Tesla is missing the rear view camera mirror option. There's your 3-car garage control here. It's going to be LED lights throughout the whole entire cabin. Your SOS and your OnStar is going to be there. And above, my Tesla is missing the panoramic sunroof. So this cabin is a little dark, but you can still see the red and the red stitching and red accents throughout this entire vehicle. But Chevy did a really good job with the Blazer interior. It's inspired from the Chevy Camaro. You guys see that theme throughout the dashboard here. But let's hop into the back seat of the Blazer. So I'm sitting in the back seat here of the Chevy Blazer. Looking back here, I have plenty of foot room and knee room here. This is why I have the seat to drive. There's going to be 2 map pockets here. Over here as well, there's your rear air vent, a USB-C, a USB port with a household outlet. The floor back here is nice and flat. You can definitely fit 3 people across. I like the red piping and red stitching that my Tester has. Putting this down here is going to be 2 cup holders with a nice area to rest your elbows. I'm 5'8", have plenty of headroom back here. My Tester is missing the panoramic sunroof. Shutting the door here. The materials do continue from the front to the back. It's going to be a soft touch material here, slightly padded there to rest your elbows, nice grab handle there. And down here is going to be some storage compartment. You can also recline the seat by using this handle here. So just in case you're on a long road trip and you want just to recline and relax a little bit more, you can definitely do so. And Chevy does give you the option to slide the seat forward and back, but Chevy doesn't offer a 3-row Blazer. Got the hood open here for the 2021 Chevy Blazer RS. Let's see what powers this thing. This has the company's 3.6 liter V6. It makes 308 horsepower, 269 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is rated at 20 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 22 combined. You can also tow around 4,500 pounds with the Blazer here. Chevy does offer this with 2 other different powertrains, which is a 2-liter 4-cylinder and a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. Honestly, I wouldn't go for those engine choices. I'll just go for the 3.6 liter because I'm power hungry and I like that this thing does have over 300 horsepower. So starting off in the 2021 Chevy Blazer, my Tesla has the RST package. Honestly, I like the RST package. It makes the car look more aggressive. This car is inspired by the Chevy Camaro, which this thing has the aggressive looks, especially if you go for the RS package. The other packages in this lineup, honestly, it looks more rental cars in my honest opinion, but I would prefer anyone that's looking for a Blazer to get the RS package. Like I mentioned, it looks really aggressive. It has an aggressive look to it. It looks bold. This has the company's 3.6 liter V6. It makes 308 horsepower, 269 pound-feet of torque. And it's paired with that good old 9-speed automatic transmission. And honestly, since it's the V6, it has a nice deep growl to it. GM does offer this with 2 other powertrains, which is a 2-liter 4-cylinder, also a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder as well. But honestly, if you want to have a deeper growl and more performance, I would just highly recommend going for the 3.6 liter V6 here. Like I mentioned, makes 308 horsepower and 269 pound-feet of torque. Visibility out of the Blazer here is really good. Also have a good commanding view of the road here. The seats here are comfortable, they're supportive. I like the red piping and stitching that my Tester has. And honestly, it still has the deep growl, even and not in sport mode. Damn phone unveiled. Okay. So now I put it into actual sport mode. Oh yeah, that sounds way better. That sounds more of a deeper growl with the V6. When I was flooring it there, it was in sport mode, but before that, it was in normal mode. This does have rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring. You can definitely fit your family in here. The Blazer is really practical. Like I mentioned, it does have that good tried and true 3 liter V6. That V6 is all over GM's lineup, from the Buick products to the Chevy products to the GMC products, even on the Cadillac products as well. So it's a really tried and true V6. And I know that we have a lot of reliability and durability over the years because it's all over there. It's all over GM's portfolio. My Tester is missing a couple options, which include the panoramic sunroof and also the rear view camera mirror. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the rear view camera mirror. Honestly, I like the way that looks. With the panoramic sunroof, without the panoramic sunroof, it does make the cabin a little dark because of the dark materials that my Tester has, but it does have red stitching and red piping, which is a nice look. But I wish GM would have went with another color scheme here. Maybe if you go for a different trim level, you're going to offer a different color combination. But on the RS package that my Tester has, it just has the black interior with the red stitching and piping. Like I mentioned, it's really nice, but I would prefer maybe like full red seats or something to get more sporty look, even though the outside looks really sporty. The inside looks okay too, but my Tester does have this 8-inch display here. Maybe when they refresh this thing or give this thing a redesign, they may give it a bigger screen. Like I mentioned, it's inspired by the Chevy Camaro, so there's this like sports car theme in here. The steering wheel has a nice feel to it as well, nice leather feel. You can fit your family. You can definitely go on a long road trip. You can put this stuff in the cargo area back there and just enjoy a long family road trip. That 3.6 liter V6 sounds pretty good. 9-speed is fast to shift. It knows what gear to be in. It's always in the meter. There's power band. Like I mentioned, it does make good power for most people. Like I mentioned, if you want to go, honestly, I just don't recommend getting the 2 liter and the 2.5 liter. It doesn't make a lot of horsepower for my taste because I'm power hungry, and I think the V6 would be a better option. 3.6 liter V6 would be a better option. This is front wheel drive. GM does charge you around $3,000 for the all-wheel drive system. If you stay in a cold weather state, I would honestly recommend getting the all-wheel drive system because of the snow, the sleek, and whatnot that builds up on the road over time. Down here in South Florida, we honestly really don't need the the all-wheel drive system. But honestly, I would recommend getting the all-wheel drive system because you don't want to burn out your front tires. Honestly, it's possible if you're feeding 300 plus horsepower to the front wheels, and this one feeds 308 horsepower to the front wheels. So honestly, I would kind of recommend getting the all-wheel drive system, even though it's a little pricey, around $3,000. And yeah, you can definitely make this thing burn out. I'm gonna do a slight acceleration run really quick. Like I mentioned, the V6 is really good. It knows what gear to be in. Like I mentioned, it's always in the meter. It's power band. Fuel economy really quick is rated at 20 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 22 combined. That's not bad fuel economy. If you go for the 4-cylinder version of the Blazer here, you might get better fuel economy compared to the V6 here. But the V6 personally would be the better option for me because, like I mentioned, I'm power hungry, and most people in the segment that I have seen normally would get V6. So after spending time with the 2021 Chevy Blazer with the RS package, the Blazer here is comfortable and it's practical. You can take your family on a long road trip and all their stuff. So how much does a Blazer cost? Starting price of my Tesla is at $40,800. My Tesla here is light on the options. It only has the blue metallic paint, which is $395, including destination, which is $1,100. My Tesla has a grand total of $42,395. I'd like to give a special thanks to Bomnin Chevrolet for providing with the Blazer. If you're in the market for a Blazer, you can come to Bomnin Chevrolet and ask for Lazaro. He'll get you into a new, used, or pre-owned vehicle. Hope you guys have enjoyed my full review on the Blazer here. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.